Welcome to the module, the Scrum team and its values. Now, a cross-functional team is a collection of individuals with varied skill sets from different areas of the business collaborating to achieve a common goal. So the fundamental unit of a Scrum is a small team with one product owner, one Scrum Master, and less than 10 developers. Size is important. The ease and effectiveness of informal communication, collaboration, and self-organization decreases as team size increases. So 5 to 9 members is often considered optimal. Within a Scrum team, there are no sub-teams or hierarchies. It is a cohesive unit of professionals focused on one objective at a time, the product goal. Scrum teams are cross-functional. We looked into the definition of what cross-functional means, meaning the members have all the skills necessary to create value for each sprint. They are also self-managing, meaning they internally decide who does what, when, and how. This is data that is picked up from the Scrum guide. So a simple question for reflection. Think about a surgical team. Is it a real life example of a cross-functional team? You would have a nurse, you would have an anesthetist, you would have a surgeon, and umpteen number of support professionals. Would this constitute a cross-functional team? Just a food for thought over here. Now, the team members of a Scrum team are number one, developer. These are the people in the Scrum team who do the work on a specific task. This role could include anyone with the skills needed to get a particular job done, such as a software engineer, copywriter, user experience designer, marketer, even a plumber if that is required. The specific skills needed by the developers are often broad and will vary with the domain of work. However, the developers are always accountable for, number one, creating a plan for the sprint, which is a sprint backlog. Number two, instilling quality by adhering to a definition of done. Number three, adapting their plan each day towards the sprint goal. And number four, holding each other accountable as professionals. Developers can make decisions and decide how to do the work. This is self-organization. It is not about getting around the organization, but is an acknowledgement that the developers know best what's needed to solve the problem and should be empowered to make their own decisions. Another important team member is a product owner. The product owner is accountable for maximizing the value of the product resulting from the work of the Scrum team. How this is done may vary widely across organizations, Scrum teams, and individuals. The product owner is able to maximize value because they understand the customer and business requirements, so they are able to create and manage the product backlog based on those requirements. This is why it is important to choose a product owner who is knowledgeable about the business. Think about Dutch Railways example. When you think about railways, you might want to kind of pick up somebody who knows the business, who has the time, the knowledge, and seniority to take on the product owner's role, so that they are people who are knowledgeable about the business. The product owner represents the business and sets the deliverables, the increments and backlog for the developers. So trust between these roles is crucial for product owners to succeed. The entire organization must respect the decision. The product owner also needs to not only understand the customer, but also have a vision for the value the Scrum team is delivering to the customer. So the product owner is also accountable for effective product backlog management, which includes number one, developing and explicitly communicating the product goal. Number two, creating and clearly communicating product backlog items. Number three, ordering product backlog items. And number four, ensuring that the product backlog is transparent, visible, and understood. Now, the product owner may do the above work or may delegate responsibilities to others. Regardless, the product owner remains accountable. The third important role is that of a Scrum Master. Is a true leader who basically serves. So the Scrum Master serves the product owner, and they serve in different ways. This role is a servant leader, helping find techniques for effective product goal definition and product backlog management, helping the Scrum team understand the need for clear and concise product backlog items, helping establish empirical product planning for a complex environment, and finally facilitating stakeholder collaboration as requested or needed. Finally, more from the perspective of this particular slide, we've got a few more ideas pertaining to a Scrum Master. Scrum Master is a coach, coaches the team members in self-management and cross-functionality. The Scrum Master would help the team focus on creating high-value increments that meet the definition of done. This role is also instrumental in removing the impediments to the Scrum team's progress and ensuring that all Scrum events take place and are positive, productive, and kept within the time box. Another important aspect of a Scrum Master is the aspect of training and coaching and leading them in the aspects of Scrum adoption, planning and advising Scrum implementation within the organization, helping employees and stakeholders understand and enact an empirical approach for complex work and remove barriers between stakeholders and Scrum team.